Welcome back. It's Teacher Appreciation Week, and all week, Kallie will be featuring another amazing teacher every single day. So, Kallie, who have you got today?
That's right. It's officially Teacher Appreciation Week, and the first teacher I'm featuring is one that you'll be thankful to have in your corner when your kids are at their most impressionable. Teaching in Springfield Public Schools for 22 years, Miss Bella seems to be balancing it all, from boogers to Barbies. York Preschool is taught gracefully. I sat down with her to get a look at the normal day of an extraordinary educator.
I'm the one with the kind of backwards story. This is my second career. I wasn't that person who was like, I want to be a school teacher, that's my dream. I wasn't that person. I started teaching second grade and I loved them so much. They came in kind of as babies and left. Readers and kind of big kids, but I needed a change, and I found that this age is the age that develops and grows the most over a year, and I love them and I love their families. Their families are so involved, and I'm a real relationship person, so for me, I kind of become the mama for the year.
She's really nice. She goes at the centers with us, but she watches us. We're playing Play-Doh, bat, cars. We don't drive them like this, we just push them. Kitchen, sand, and rice, and that, itty bitty. I like it all.
You like it all?
Having a lot of friends and things.
Here at York, we have a little community that's wonderful. I love my kids. The most important thing to me is their social development. We have children come in who don't know how to line up, don't know how to sit in a chair and get all their breakfast belongings and sit and eat the entire time. I think the notion that we have that dinner time anymore and we all sit down together is probably gone. We're so busy. So we try to teach them that we sit when we eat, we don't get up and down, we line up when we go places, we talk in a reasonable voice. But it's that growth of, he hit me, and crying to, I don't like what you're doing to me, don't do that. The empowering of having their own words. That's really what we're trying to do here, is give them tools in their toolbox to take to kindergarten to figure out some of those problems that don't need to be a tattle, don't need to be a fist fight, don't need to be drama.
Preschool is chaotic, as you might realize, but Ms. Balla says that she doesn't try to control the chaos. She doesn't want to stifle the children's creativity and stuff. She just organizes the chaos. As you can tell there, everything was so organized in its place. And like she mentioned before in the package, she teaches that from an early beginning. You know, like, here's the rules, let's follow them.
Yeah,
that's like nice.
We want to say thank you to Miss Bella.
Yeah, she does a great job. She said this wasn't the first thing she thought of to do, but a lot of times when you talk to people, they've always known they wanted to be a teacher, so that's really cool.
Yeah, she kind of came into it later.
Yeah.
I love that. I was the eldest of my cousins, so I was the first grandchild on both sides. So I was always told as a child, because I was around adults a lot of the time, that was just a miniature adult. Because that's where I learned, you know, how to, the proper etiquette in places. And when I grew up, there was the mantra, children should be seen and not heard. Have you seen that? Have you heard that before?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, that's kind of how it was. I was like, you know, I would get in trouble if I was trying to interrupt my grandma while she was talking. You know, you do not interrupt. So I like that she's teaching them just basic skills of being, you know, with the community and how to handle yourself. And
I think that's great. Rather than just say no, I mean, she's letting them be kids, but she's just keeping them organized in what they do so that they're not.
Preschool's tough. I don't know how they do it.
Do you know, Kallie, do they still have nap time?
I would assume so.
Okay.
But, I mean, I wish I still had nap time.
Me too. I'll tell you what, that was one of my favorite times of the day.
Was it really?
Oh, yes. I'm like, where's my mat? I'm going to roll it out. Yes, I'm ready to go to sleep. Absolutely.
So even as a child, I hated nap time as a child.
No. Everybody's like, nah. I'm like, yep, where's it at? I'm ready to go to sleep.
You're not used to do? Oh, go ahead.
My preschool had, at the end, the teacher would pick someone who could be the fairy or something, and we had a little wand, and we would wake people up with the wand.
Oh, cute. I love that.
I remember a time my Aunt Bonnie was watching me and my cousins, and we had nap time, and I hated nap time. So I would go into the bed, lay down, and I would lay there. And I'd be like, okay, has it been long enough? Then I'd mess up my hair really bad to make it look like bedhead. And then I'd go up and be like, Aunt Bonnie, I woke up from my nap. Yeah, and I thought I was just pulling one over Aunt Bonnie.
She knew all about you, didn't she?
She didn't buy it.
She didn't buy it.